Please, my cane got the cleaner cameras. One, two.
Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome today at the International Women's Day, the program being organized by American University and Iowa NGO, Innovative Artist Welfare Association. So this initiative is taken by the American University and I am the ambassador for Indian chapter to organize this event. And of course, we'll be keep on doing as we were doing earlier, the earlier events. And on the eve of World International Women's Day, what I believe a woman has to have a day every day. It's not just one day in a year. Because women are multitasking and they do lots of activities. They can handle their homes, their children, their own lives, their husband's life, their family's life, as well as their professional life with the bosses in their professional life, or maybe the clients in their professional lives. So one woman can do multiple things. And so here today we are going to celebrate this Women's Day. Last year we had Kavita Chaudhary ji with us. She's no more. So we are very sorry and our heartfelt condolence to Kavita ji. She was present in all our events whenever we did any events from last 5 years. So we are missing her and she was also a very, very good speaker and a very good motivator. So, all of the women present today here are the women who have achieved in their lives whatever they have gone through. So, it is, experience is the best matter which we can say that describes one's personality. You may read hundreds of books. आप बहुत सारी किताबें पढ़ सकते हो, स्कूल की पढ़ाई भी कर सकते हो, लेकिन उसमें आपके अंदर वो चीज नहीं आएगी. लेकिन जब आप उस रास्ते पे चलते हैं, when you walk those roads, walk those stairs, then blindly you can walk those steps because you know what is going to come next. So this is where these women become the mentors for those women who are coming up in the new way, following us to get success in their life. So welcome all and all the people out here. So to start our program today, I would like to invite Vishu. He's a great singer and he is a great music writer, lyrics writer, and he has got number of sung for number of films. तो इन्होंने हमारे लिए एक विमेन के ऊपर बहुत सारे गाने भी लिखे हैं. बट आज विश्व को मैं बोलूंगी एक गणपति के ऊपर प्रोग्राम स्टार्ट करने से पहले हम गणपति आराधना करें. विश्व, welcome Vishu. Oh, can you unmute your mic please?
Are you getting my voice?
Yes. I'm getting your voice now, Vishu. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So now over to Vishu to start the program with taking blessings from Ganpati to start our program of Women International Day.
Okay. वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
Yes, very nice to start the program, Vishu.
Yes,
So, लेकिन हम जाओगे नहीं?
I will sing one more song for Saraswati Vandana
Yeah,
because विद्या की देवी और वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट की बात होगी तो सरस्वती जी की वंदना होनी चाहिए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल होनी चाहिए विशु। यस,
हम लोग के स्कूल टाइम में एक वरदे बीना वादिनी एक प्रेयर जो सुरकांत त्रिपाठी निराला जी ने लिखी है, मैं वो सुनाऊंगा। मुझे लगता है बहुत सारे लोगों ने सुना होगा उनको। ओके। वरदे वीणा वादिनी वरदे वरदे वीणा वादिनी वरदे प्रिय स्वतंत्र रव अमृत मंत्र नव प्रिय स्वतंत्र नव अमृत मंत्र नव भारत में भर दे वर दे वीणा वादिनी वर दे नवगति नवलय ताल छंद नव नवल कंठ नव जलद मंद्र नव नव नभ के नव विहग वृंद को नव पर नव स्वर दे वर दे वीणा वादिनी वरदे काट अंध उर के बंधन तर जननी ज्योतिर्मय निर्झर कलुष भेद समुद्र प्रकाश भर कलुष भेद समुद्र प्रकाश भर जगमग कर दे वर दे देने वर दे वर दे वीणा वादिनी वर दे। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू वेरी मच। हम बीच में एक बार आपको चाहेंगे कि आप एक वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के ऊपर एक संगीत हमें सुनाए जो आपने खुद लिखा है वो, लेकिन कुछ बीच में हमारे और गेस्ट आ जाएंगे जो हमारे आज गेस्ट आने वाले हैं, तो उसमें उसके बीच में विशु आपको एक बार बुलाना चाहेंगे हम जरूर। तो अब सबसे पहले मैं इनवाइट करना चाहती हूँ, आई विल जस्ट स्पीक लिटिल बिट ऑन वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट एंड देन वी विल स्टार्ट विद ऑल आवर गेस्ट। So women, is basically women empowerment can be defined to promoting women sense of self worth. मतलब आपको अपना अपने आप को दिखाना, because women are empowered from many years. Only thing is she doesn't get recognition when she's working in a male dominating society, whenever she works in a government office where male people are sitting, or whenever she goes to the any other office where more and more male are there. So अरे क्या ये औरत क्या करेगी, औरत ही तो है ना, निपटा लेंगे यार, let us do it. But they doesn't know when this lady comes to her own power, she can beat 10 of them and come out and fight for her own right. So people misunderstand women. They just take her so lightly, but women is not to be taken lightly because she's the one. She has got multi dimension. She can see many things one time. But मैं घर पे भी अगर हम कोई चीज होती है, मैं अक्सर कहती हूँ कि आप ये चीज ढूंढ लाओ, तो वो बोलते हैं कि मुझे तो मिली नहीं। बट द सेम थिंग व्हेन अ वुमन goes and search that thing is there. Why? Because she has got multi-dimension vision to see the things. So women is determine their own choice. Women should get the right to do her own choice. She should have the ability कि yes I can do my own। घर पे उसको भी decision making में उनको भी participate करना चाहिए कि yes you are also a part of decision making, then or that is full empowerment. Empowerment doesn't mean that you go out and just stand in the leadership, but she should have her own choices and the right to influence the social change in the house, in the society, as well as towards the country. So this is what is definitely a women empowerment mean. But today some people take it empowered मतलब बस मेरी ही बात सुननी चाहिए और किसी की नहीं सुननी चाहिए. That is wrong. That's not empowerment. That is, you can say, more about arrogancy. So we are not talking about arrogancy. Empowerment is empower yourself. Whatever you have with you, you're going to share with others, empowering another woman. So this is what our topic of today is. I would like to invite, first of all, Dr. Usha Nairji. Usha Nairji, I think she is into holistic programs. She is into disease reversal. She's expert in disease reversal, and she's from Bangalore. So, ma'am, I would like yourself to give a small introduction, and so everybody knows, like this empowered woman, which who's sitting with us, what is her views about empowerment and what she thinks about empowerment.
Uh, Thank you so much, madam. In fact, I wasn't really prepared. I didn't know you'd call me first. There's no structured speech as such, but as you mentioned, looking at our background and looking at what we have gone through and become, say, next level of ourselves through the experience and through the hardships. I have been working in the field of healthcare for over 3 decades. I'm basically from Mumbai. Now I have committed myself to empowering people, especially with yoga. So I am associated and integrally connected with the Art of Living International Trust currently, and I head their corporate yoga initiatives pan India. So for me, woman empowerment, I think it starts right from your home, from a young girl who is who should be. For me, I have been in a metropolitan city, so for me you don't really look at the hardships which a village girl might face. But when I have worked with the International Human Rights Council, and I am today their permanent representative to the United Nations, so when we look back, when we go to these small 2 tier 3 tier towns, and then lower percolating within into little smaller villages, you really realize that it is a male dominating society. And how much ever the males may be educated, working abroad, living abroad, when they sort of get back home, it is still that male dominance. Okay, you go get me a glass of water. Okay, you don't speak in the family matters. Okay, you don't, you studied till 7th standard, बगल में school था. Now you don't need to go anywhere far off. क्या करना है? You just have to go get married. We'll get you married very soon. And then you have to take care of the kitchen and chula chauka and bache. So that is where a lot of, and then in such conditions, girls and women also get abused. It will come to a lot of physical abuse, lot of verbal misconduct, and trying to demean any woman, such that they don't tend to build their own confidence. They lose themselves in their own eyes. So that is where a connect is. We women should be paid servants also. So we don't really need to go somewhere far off. So it has to begin from home, from wherever we are. We can always look into a neighbor's house. They might, most of our metropolitan women today, they have maids who come from some far off villages. They have them in the house, and there also, I will not say only men mistreat women. It is also women who mistreat women. We somehow find that competition among ourselves, that I mean, I am better than her, or I am the owner of the house and she is just a maid, so she better behave. So this entire mindset, even in our educated class, exists. So that is where we need to really put in some efforts so that we get into a next. I mean, what I give my daughter, I should also be able to give every other person's daughter. So let's begin from home, and when this culture starts in one home, one building, one society, of course, it will multiply, it will duplicate, because no woman is another woman's competitor. Everyone has their own inner strengths. So everyone is a supportive structure to another woman, because it has to be such that when my next door woman is in distress, she should be able to come up to me and ask for help. So that asking for help also is a very big thing. Unless you have a relation with your colleague or with your boss or with your subordinate or your neighbor or your maid, if you don't give them that confidence that I am there, I am available whenever you need, then the next step in somebody else's lives is going to be very difficult. So this is my takeaway. Yes, working with human rights since 2016, and I started with just I'm from Navi Mumbai, so Navi Mumbai chapter joint secretary. Then I became a state woman president with Maharashtra. Then I was upgraded to national president, woman pan India. And then today I also hold a post other than being the permanent representative. I hold a post of Secretary Women Affairs on the International Governing Body. So that is where a lot of practical instances came across us where we living in metropolitan cities, we think, oh, it's a part of life. We are all empowered. Nothing happens. But even in metropolitan cities, we have women who do not know how to ask for justice, how to get justice. What is their principal fundamental rights? That is where a lot of injustice keeps happening. Where that is where women feel suppressed, women feel helpless to the extent of what I was saying earlier, that she won't even come next door and say, I'm in trouble, please help. It is always that feeling of insecurity. So if we can take away that feeling of insecurity from women, it is going to be a very big change in the entire society. So my core, my integral part is healthcare, 3 decades in healthcare. I am from alternate complementary therapies. I also am a naturopath. I am an MBA PhD in hospital healthcare administration. So work with mainstream administration, qualified in diagnostics. But I still feel at the core of core, I am a woman. And this I'm very proud to say I have been able to duplicate in my daughter. She will be 24 this year, and she's been living in Canada, graduated as a psychologist and aspiring to be a child psychologist. Today, she works very independently, lives very independently at the age of 24, uh, working as a behavior therapist for autistic children. So, somewhere that was also my mission, that I work for people, especially in healthcare, where nobody else can make a difference. So, that can be palliative care. And I think yoga today is very, very helpful, non invasive, very, very curative and therapeutic benefit to all of us. So, thank you so much, madam, for the opportunity. I don't know if I overshot my time, but these were just thoughts that always linger in my mind. So, I thought I could share it.
Yeah, very well said. Because here you have to open up your heart, whatever you want to say as an empowered woman. Very well said. Yes, but Dr. Usha, I'll tell you one thing. We definitely try to help people around us, but sometimes what happens when you help a person around you, you feel that he really needs you, but sometimes they take you so much for granted. You ruin your life. It happened with me recently. One woman came in my life. She was an old woman of 70 years, and she cried and she took so much of advantage of me. And then later on, the way she moved on, so I was in depression for 2 months. So, like, yes, we can help, but we have to always keep a gap. So, first thing is,
Yes.
yes, we should help those people who are physically not fit, who are disabled, what I feel, because who cannot maintain themselves. But a person who is fully equipped by God, all the things given to them, we can help them a little bit far away, because now the world has changed a lot. It is not that. So, we have to maintain our mental, physical, as well as emotional balance, because if you get carried away very much emotionally for somebody else, you are distracting yourself, you are distracting your life, you are distracting your family's life, the time which is the most important in today's world. Time is everything. If you lose that time for somebody, it's not that you expect something, but only, yes, now I know I've changed a lot of life for her, but whatever it is. So yes, we can help those people who are really in need. People in the villages, they need education, we can help them. That is empowering them. The maids, very good example. We should treat maid as part of the family members. Whatever we are eating, we should share with them. Whatever we are having, we should give it to them, so that it it comes on the same level because they are empowered in one way. Very good. So now I would and very well you have spoken about all the subjects on women empowerment, also the leadership qualities. The leadership qualities to be a successful woman is most important is confidence, and it is focus. It is to maintain the balance, because if you can maintain the balance, physical as well as your emotional balance, you can be a successful leader. You should not be carried away with anything around. So a leader is one who is very focused and who can also very well take care of the employees emotionally, physically, mentally. So there she becomes a very good leader with very achievements, lots of achievements in her life. Our next speaker, I would like to invite Dr. Shrestha Bepari. She is also a psychologist, I feel, and she's into mental health, and very well she is doing it around, because I've seen her, I've talked with her a number of times. Her aim is to help people understand what is keeping them away from, because people nowadays are very stressed life, and they're very scared to go to the doctor. Her motive is there, and definitely we're going to work with her more. So I would like to invite Dr. Shrestha Bipari. What would you like to talk on women empowerment or on the leadership quality? You can talk a few lines on all the three topics.
Um, okay. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk. I think it will be wrong to put everybody in one basket. So, am I visible? Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So it will be wrong to put every woman into a team and every man into a team. Like woman is always vulnerable, man is always the oppressor. I think that kind of discrimination should be eliminated in the first place. People are good and bad, and there are individual differences. Yes, the rules, the policies, everything that the government has are favoring the woman a lot, and there are many women who are taking wrong advantage of it. So I will be mostly talking about women who are on the other side of the spectrum, who are really vulnerable and need a lot of help. Being a mental health practitioner, I see that there are women depression is really very, very concerning today. And the suicidal ideation, I see more in women than in men. Although medically little attempt of suicide is committed by men more, but the idea of killing oneself is very much prevalent in women. There are biological factors, psychological factors as well. So if I try to understand a woman, her entire being as an entity, as an element, so they are soft, uh, they are nurturing, they are caring, they are sensitive, and they need love, protection, validation, approval, acceptance. They need all sort of a thing. If I look at the baseline emotion of a woman, how a woman operates, they operate from the central core of insecurity. And I will be very careful when I use the term insecurity over here, because living in a country like India, where a girl is always told that this is not your home, you are raised over here, but a day will come, you will be married, and you have to go and acclimatize yourself into a different environment. So there is no permanent residence for a woman. So she leaves the father's house, she gets into another family where she has to adapt with the lifestyle, with the mindset, with the norms of those people in that family, with a person who doesn't even come with a guarantee to hold her hand forever. We see so many broken marriages, we see so much of domestic abuse and domestic violence. I do not call men always as the devil, but yes, they are by nature incapable to be in attunement with a woman's emotion, fundamentally because their brain chemistry are totally, totally different from a woman. So the kind of emotion that a woman goes through, the kind of hormonal cycles that they go through, starting from the puberty to antenatal to postpartum to menopause, to the periodic cycles of the month, the changing of the moon, everything. It's the body of a female is like a hormone factory, and they operate from the basic sense of insecurity and fear. I mean, you will not be very comfortable at middle of the night to cross a road or to be on an empty parking. You will always feel a threat of being attacked, of being abused in some way, especially the sexual abuse. So being predominantly, I should say, being dominated by all this fear, and that too in a family or with a man or in a circumstances where there are no takers to her emotion, you can understand the emotional danger that a woman is put into. So they completely, they fall apart. Sometimes they do not understand what is happening with them. Live alone men, they are they simply do not have the capacity to understand what a woman is going through. Here, I would also like to mention that when we are born in this world, we are born like mitti ka taal jaise kehte hain, soft. We are molded uh, in very very different way. So people shape us, the environment shape us. So the kind of early childhood treatment that we receive from our parents, from the school that we go through, anything that we receive, we have no control over it. We do not have any choice on the personality type that we are going to become. Understanding that the psychosocial and the psychosexual stages of development are simultaneously happening at a time when we are more vulnerable and totally helpless. We are Lilliput in the world of giants. So we see borderline personality disorder traits more in women. We see bipolar conditions in women. We see depression, anxiety, panic disorder, everything. So I think when a woman has to be truly empowered, it's a very long story. I can probably go on speaking for hours together, but looking at the paucity of time, I'll just try to touch upon the highlight. So there is something called a cognitive load. What is it? The thing is, we wear too many hats, and we try to do absolute justice to every role that we play. Like, we are a wife, we want to be a perfect wife. We are a mother, we want to be the perfect mother. We are an employee, we want to be the perfect employee. We want to be the perfect CEO. So much of perfection is impossible to attain. And in order to be perfect, we are putting our mental health into jeopardy, because as I said in the beginning of my talk, that the need for approval, validation, acceptance, uh, and these are very very important for us. So if we are not doing anything perfectly, we are not getting that approval from the society, from the workplace, or from my home. Now what is happening? So I'm a woman. Suppose if I'm going to a 9 to 5 job or a 9 to 6 job, my job doesn't end at 6 o'clock. It might stretch at 8. And when I come back at 8 o'clock, somebody might say, oh, your child has fever and you left the child, you didn't even care. So what is essentially happening is, I'm sent on a guilt trip, and I'm representing millions of women over here. Now, this is unnecessary wastage of energy. Empowerment doesn't necessarily mean that I have to do everything perfect. The first thing is women should take care of their mental health. At least I should talk on that because I belong to that domain. Now, a good mother is a happy mother. A good wife is a happy wife. A good employee is a happy employee. So unless you are happy, you are not going to give your 100%, to any role that you play. So there are some unnecessary struggles that need to be dropped. The need for approval need to be minimized. And one very interesting thing that people talk about, that's feminism and male dominated society. See, India or the world has always been male dominated. So there is this patriarchy that's been operating for since, time immemorial. What feminism is, and it is gradually gaining momentum. Feminism is not about attacking the mankind. It's not about taking a revenge that you oppressed us for so many million years, now we are going to get back to you, we are going to dominate you the same way. No, feminism is simply about asking equal rights, socio-politic, economical, education. It's about having the cerebral rights. So the thing is, I am able to do something, I am not able to do something, and if I'm not able to do something despite my best effort, and if somebody is criticizing me, I should probably not pay too much of attention over there. True empowerment comes with understanding the fact that I have this much of capacity, and this is the extent to which I can fully bloom, to my existence, to my highest potential. I am a caregiver, I am a nurturer, I am a protector, I am doing all my role, and not to the extent of sacrificing my mental health and overly giving. which is not really necessary. Probably it comes from a very compassionate understanding that I should give more. आपने देखा होगा कि और ये बहुत popular भी example है. So if there is a piece of cake and only 3% can eat, the woman will sacrifice. They say, okay, I'm not hungry, you eat it. जरूरत नहीं है. आप अपने लिए भी रखो. आप अपने आप को भी importance दो. You prioritize yourself. You respect yourself, because unless you do that, you cannot claim respect from others. And yeah, I mean, a woman, as Dr. Usha rightly said, that we sometimes become our worst enemy. So that mindset also has to change. We become our worst enemy because sometimes women also support the patriarchy, which according to me is not a very right thing to do. So being a woman, if you do not understand another woman's plight, how do we expect anybody else to understand? There are only two species, man and woman. And obviously the other communities all included. So we should stand in support for each other. We should provide maximum support and guidance if needed. And as Daljit ma'am said, that we should also be very careful about, not being taken for granted, not to be taken on a ride. So we also need to protect ourselves from all those aspects. Being a mental health practitioner, I say that women's mental health is on topmost priority now, because if she is balanced, she will bring a lot of stability to the house and to the children and everybody that's whoever is around her. So that's all from my side. Over to you, Daljit ma'am.
Yeah, that's thank you very much, Dr. Shweta. Very well said. Because women is the backbone of the society. If she's happy, she can make the house happy, she can make the society happy, she can make the country happy. Because ultimately, it is her input which she is giving to her children, and her children are passing it on to the whole world. So that is very important. A woman has to be a little bit selfish nowadays, because too much of giving she never gets back. And when she's aging also, she has to take care of everything till she is alive. So very rightly, first is, if you are happy, keep yourself happy so you can keep everybody happy around you. And so I would also, now one more thing I would like to say here. Nowadays there are so many TV serials which Shrestha has said very well, even Usha ji said, that a woman is dominating another woman. Because why? Even in the villages, till now, in the small towns, they are still too much in TV. They watch lots of TV serials. So the TV serials which are being shown is the sister-in-law and the mother-in-law, they're fighting. Only if these people, they change the concept. Because why? Those concept, keeps on going in the mind every day. So the body language becomes like that. Whatever you see, you start behaving like that. So these concept of such TV serials should be changed. It should be towards more of empowerment, and should be towards more of helping another woman. So that message goes to the society. Here the world has changed. Now there is no Devrani, no Jethani, no Nanad, no Sas. So we are all women together in one house. So next I would like to invite Dr. Vivi Manjula Kumari. Dr. Vivi Manjula Kumari, she is also a health expert, a physiotherapist, and she has also gone through lots of hurdles. I've just read her life, and we know her since last 5 years. She's being associated with her. Her ups and downs, where she is blooming now, is a drastic change in her. So I would like to invite Dr. Vivi Manjula and speak few lines on women empowerment, mental health, holistic wellness, as well as leadership qualities.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me for this panel discussion as well. And I'm very happy to be associated with Iawa since 5 years. I have been into a lot of presence in Iawa, and a lot of panel discussions in Iawa. That is a great association with you. And I feel women are more empowered in Iawa. Glad to be that. And coming to myself, I'm Dr. Vivi Manjula Kumari. I'm from Andhra Pradesh, and I'm working as a obesity consultant and physiotherapist. Basically, I'm a sports physio. I'll be dealing with sports athletes and all, women cricket teams and all. So whenever I come across a few people, a few athletes or sportswomen, I feel like, oh, good. These women are so blessed to take part in these marathons or athletes, athletics and all. So whenever I see them, I feel like, oh, good. India is changing, but When I come across certain things, what they are facing actually in the sports domain, it is really pathetic. They are undergoing a lot of emotional turmoil. But at times, when their family is needed, when backup is needed, they are not given that ways. So most of the women are struggling a lot, and being a physiotherapist, and the teams will be having a sports psychologist also. We people, we support them as well. And being an obesity consultant, I came across a lot of women. Women postpartum and after giving birth to kids, they are prone to certain hormonological changes in their body, and they are becoming obese as well, overweight also. See, like, I feel as if women are always seen as an object of sex, and they are always being judged by men as well as women in the family. This is pathetic, and I always wanted to raise the awareness regarding this. Like, women, however they are really beautiful in their own way. Their worth is more than anything. They are way more worthy enough to achieve anything at any age. But the thing is, like, women are, see, the first step of empowerment, what I think is knowing her self worth. Women should always know what she is and what she wants. Realizing her self worth is the first thing she has to take up in her life. When she knows what she is and what she is capable of doing, and realizing her dreams is not so far. And she has to take a bold step for that. And rest all follows. You're the one who is going to help yourself. Nobody else will come to help you. That is what I have learned in my journey. When you take the first step, might be others can join you, support you, but you're the one who has to take the initiation to realize your dreams. And these dreams, they are not like, as Daljit ma'am said and Shrestha ma'am said, women are multitaskers. They wear many hats. And at the same time, we should understand the fact that we are not superwomen. We cannot be perfect in all the roles, because there are a lot of issues, extra macro as well as micro environmental issues, which contribute to our performance, as well as we undergo a lot of hormonal changes in different parts of the life. We have to take into account all these things, and we have to understand ourselves first. We have to understand, accept ourselves, then react to anything. And we should never be afraid of being judged. However perfect you are, whatever good things you do, you will always be judged. But you should know your worth, and you should know yourself. You should never lose your self esteem. Nothing is more than your character, nothing is more than your dignity. Women should always know this and act accordingly. Yes, we are in a society that is patriarchal and a male dominated society. But once you start respecting yourself, once you start stepping out for yourself, standing up for yourself, everybody will accept that. Yes, as Daljit ma'am said, media always has its impact on social well-being. That is the reason why I always say women during our freedom fight and pre-independence and post-independence are more empowered, because the scriptures, the novels, and other things which used to come at that time, they used to motivate women, make them part of their decision. Decision making power was given to women. But nowadays, because of the influence of all these serials and a few more pictures where women are being dominated by women, and women are also supporting the patriarchal society, they are literally, like, sabotaging other women, and they are losing their decision making skills, as well as they're in fact losing their self-worth. They're losing their self-esteem and self-doubt. They have started they have already started doubting themselves. When women start that, they are losing. When you doubt yourself, that is the thing where you start losing everything. So this should never happen. Women should always support women, and that is how we can contribute to a healthy society, a healthy family as well. Women are backbone of the society, and an empowered woman can change the entire scenario of the family as well as the community as a whole. An empowered woman can contribute to a lot of things and to the economic growth of the community as well. So this has to be understood first. When a girl is born in a family, it is a blessing in disguise. घर की लक्ष्मी बोलते हैं हम. ऐसे ही we have to, when the girl is growing up, we have to give wings to her to fly. We should not clip her wings. When women are coming up with a decision, or when they're choosing certain careers, see, we have to, being the elders of the family, we have to see the pros and cons of her decision. But that doesn't mean that abruptly we can say that you cannot do this. No, woman, see, nothing is impossible for a woman. If it is not safe to her, a man or a father or brother, they can accompany her. If she feels they have to be there to safeguard her dignity, or if she feels it is safe to be with them. Otherwise, women are totally empowered. They can do many things. They are multidimensional, multi-focus. They have got lot of focus, as well as they are multitaskers as well. But the thing is, women should realize their own worth. They should be in a position to realize their own dreams. An empowered woman is more than anything. Nobody can at least look at her with a bad intention. That is what I have realized in my life journey. And this is what I would love to say to each and every woman. Know your self-worth and act accordingly. Realize your dreams. They are not so far. Financial backup and everything might not be there for you right away. But when you start working on yourself, when you start investing your inputs, definitely you will be in a position to do that. And one best thing what women has to practice is emotional intelligence. That is what Daljit ma'am was saying. You should not be taken for granted, and you should know where is the limit. You should know the boundaries. When you don't know the boundaries and when you don't know the limits, you cannot be successful in any aspect. So this is more important for women to practice their emotional wellness as well as emotional intelligence. So this is how we can empower ourselves as well as we can empower other women also. Being a mentor to a lot of women in healthcare as well as in business domains, I have seen many women coming up with certain problems such as, we have all these plans, we have charted out these plans, and we don't have any financial backup. Then it is our responsibility to make them, to give them awareness regarding the government schemes or certain NGOs and connect them to certain incubation centers and all. For that, we need to know what is available or what is at the disposal of women who are coming up with great ideas. So we help women with that kind of emotional, we help women who come up with good ideas. We suggest them certain incubators, and we see that their financial needs are also met to become empowered, self-empowered. So this is how we are helping women, and this is the way how women should support women. And I'm very happy to be part of this panel discussion. Thank you.
And it's a fact really, because you have to realize yourself. अपने आप को prove करने के लिए you don't have to show to the world what you are. You have to prove to yourself, yes, I can do it. Once you prove yourself, everybody is going to stand for you. If you yourself have a doubt on your abilities, nobody is going to trust you. So our next speaker is Dr. C.H. Usha Kiran Roy, MCom, BTH, MD, PhD, Assistant Commissioner of Customs, Nellore. She is doing ministry since 2005 among the prisoners, nursing college ministries, rat picking children ministry. Now they are all rehabilitated, alumni in International Leadership Institute, USA, social work focusing mainly women destitutes, and she is also the ambassador of American University, and she is coming in place of Dr. Madhu Krishanji. He might join us because he is traveling, because our program was supposed to be on the 3rd, and due to some mishappening this program we could not held it because we were totally out of touch of everybody. So sir was waiting along for that time. Today, Dr. Usha will take over. So Dr. Usha, I would like to invite you on the dais and give your valuable advice on women empowerment and leadership quality as well as holistic wellness.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Daljit ji, for inviting me onto this panel discussion dash. And I'm representing the American University for Global Peace on behalf of Professor Dr. Madhukishan ji. I greet one and all, and also I wish all the women who are on this dais today, greeting other women. I wish you all a very happy Women's Day well in advance. And above all that, I would really, I enjoyed, like I was in travel, I just uh, came home. But then I heard conversations, I mean, I heard the panel discussion by my earlier speakers. It was really very encouraging. And I would only tell one thing. As a woman, are we really encouraging the other women? I mean, as a child, even. Because, you know, it happens usually when a girl is there and when a boy is there at home. A boy, what we tell, Are, you go and get this thing, that thing. Girl, we tell, Are, you don't go now, it's already dark. See, this is where we are putting a fear into them. So, actually speaking, right from the beginning, from the very young age itself, it is the mother, a woman, who has to take care of the girl in all aspects, in encouraging her, in building her career in all aspects. So women empowerment, you know, it's like we speak every year. We happen to come across so many meetings. People call us. People ask us to speak. You know, it's so nice to speak on that particular day. And you see the rest of the 364 days. You see that things going around us are different. The thing what we speak is not as exactly what is happening. So, and as Dr. Shesta was telling, and also as our Daljit madam was telling, the media has played a very, very negative role in the role of women, in the women life. What happens here is she keeps I mean, the media keeps telling us all negative things about one woman to one woman, creating a lot of negativity. Then where is the development and growth? See, because I do, though I'm positioned as an assistant commissioner in central government in the CGST department, still my passion is for the social work. I move with so many women here and there. When I meet women, I just want to bring the real talent out of them. For that, the very necessary, very basic thing is encouraging them. The words that we use to encourage them, you know, we tap onto the best out of them. This is what I have personally experienced. So, what we people are doing in the society, women are not able to build the other women. It is most of the time we can see that women शत्रु बन जाती है, एक स्त्री दूसरे स्त्री के लिए एक शत्रु बन जाती है. So this is how the society is moving along. But then each of us, at least I can tell, each of them who spoke today must have been involved in many activities in so many places. As Iowa, Dr. Manjula Kumari was telling that she's associated with Iowa since last couple of years. So when we are involved, we must try to pick a group of girls, students, or the women from any particular area and try to inbuild see, every woman has, basically, she has the, what is it, the guts, the capacity, everything is inbuilt. God has really created us very uniquely. I always think, I always thank God for being a woman, because as we all already spoke, we are multi-talented. We can do any role, and we always want perfection in whatever we do. But though it is not possible to bring perfection, you know, but we just strive hard to bring the perfection at the cost of our lives, at the cost of our health, at the cost of anything, whatever it may be. But you know, this is not the right way. But at least we should try to help the other women to reach the goal. If we start doing that, you know, if the whole society the people that we live around, the other women whom we see, if we try to plant the real spirit in them, we can see the society shining more and more. See, even when when a girl is born, see, we are playing a multi role as a girl. I mean, as a child, girl child in the house. Then she grows up into a youth, and then she gets married. She becomes a bahu. She becomes the sister-in-law. She becomes the what to tell again. Another, she becomes a mother-in-law, and she's a homemaker. She's also an office going person. She has to maintain everything, and any fault or any negative things happen at home, again she's the person who has to take it on her head. See, so many things. It's not only the performance, but even the result is put on her head. Again, that is very embarrassing. It really sometimes, it dampens our spirit a lot. But that is not where we need to stop. See, unless you work, you will not know what the result is. So what accordingly we are trying to do is, we are trying to pick up on ourselves. The pace that we are maintaining should never be slowed down. Maybe because out of age and all, we might slow down in certain things. But when we are sliding down or we are slowing down, it is the right time to give the baton to the next generation, our daughters, or if we don't have a daughter, at least the people who are close to us. It is the best thing to encourage them. Always, my focus is only on the women. I go to the prison to counsel the women prisoners. I used to do earlier. Now I'm unable to go because of paucity of time. But once we go there, the attitude which they are showing when they were in the society, and the reasons why they have landed up in the jail, it speaks a lot. See, just to fend for the family, just to bring up her children, just to make things happen, she either sells her body, she either robs, she either sells ganjai or other items or narcotic items. Somehow she wants to keep her home. That is her ultimate goal. When I see them, of course, I try to rehabilitate them also. Once they come out, I want to put them into some good homes so that they can build up their life. Why I'm so focused on them is, a woman can change the fortune of a child. She can change the fortune of the community, the society where she lives. And it is the right, when we are already encouraged, empowered, we have to take care of it. Otherwise, it is not possible to make them all courageous. And another important thing, what I want to tell is, everywhere you can see, like while you're working, we always get this and that. She's a lady officer. How is it possible? I have never let anyone tell me that, because I don't want that to ever happen. Lady officer is also being paid equally, so she has to take up the job. She has to take up the challenge. So this is how I work. So I always encourage. I never tell, if any lady I have come across, if they say, "Madam, I am a lady. How can I do?" I become very angry with them. I keep telling them. I just start counseling them, because I don't want any lady to tell that I'm a lady. She has to consider herself as a powerful weapon in the society where she can build up anything. And we make the home, we do so many things. Then why should we feel bad and taken aback? Why should we feel depressed at all? Any situations that come across, of course, we face so many issues at home, but that is not where we need to stay back or just settle up. It is that is the right time to raise to the occasion and move forward, so that we will be able to encourage the other women. Definitely, I feel very happy, and I feel little bit encouraged also, when people, many in the society, when they tell me, "Madam, you're a role model to us." Yes, we are all role models. We have come across so many obstacles. We have crossed so many, really, we have crossed many hurdles which were laid before us, and today we are able to be a role model to so many. But that doesn't stop us. We need to encourage women who are just lagging behind. And I always focus on women, as I told you earlier. And each one of us today, for this Women's Day. We might be attending many more meetings tomorrow, the day after. I have so many other programs. Tomorrow, the day after, till 12th, I have some programs for Women's Day. So I just want to reiterate the same thing, that women is blessed. She is a beautiful creature created by God, and she shouldn't take aback at any cost. She needs to be encouraged, and she has to encourage everyone, and especially when it comes to her family, her children, she has to be more careful in building a positivity in them, so that they will be able to perform much more better. Because as days come by, we know more than us, there might be equipments or technology or whatsoever. So they should be more encouraged to take care of things in a better way, and to see that the society is not backward because of women. And we are seeing that still rapes are going on, still so much of bullying is going on, so much of modesty being outraged, all these things, outraged, all these things, these things have to come back. This have to come down, especially. For this, all the women have to raise. And it is not only on an occasion like this that we need to come forward or come out and tell things. We must be always in the forum. We should be in a very forward position. Now and then, we need to take the other women into the society and conduct some meetings, so that people will come to know that women are not the thing or the object, as Dr. Manjula Kumari was telling. Women are considered to be a sex object. No, no way. We should always take care about this, and we should feel happy that we are women, and we will empower the society with the courage that we have, so that the society builds up more and more and creates the best to the what we can give to the country is the best thing. Like women, we need to contribute a lot more to the society. And I thank you for the opportunity given to me in this panel discussion on this Women's Day. And I also thank our Professor Dr. Madhukrishnan ji, who is on travel. He has given me this opportunity to participate in this. Thank you, Daljit ji Kaur.
Thank you very much, Usha ji. It was very nice. Yeah, every word of yours really means a lot. So we have lots of people waiting, but please, ma'am, don't go because you are in place of Dr. Madhukrishnan ji. So you have to give your presence today. And next, I invite Leena on the dais. Leena, she is a social activist as well as she is working for the society, working for the underprivileged children. Even though she doesn't keep herself well, her health wise doesn't allow her, but out of that she takes out time, and when she works for other people she gets that energy and that positivity back. So I would like to invite Leena to speak on women empowerment.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. First and foremost, I would like to thank Aiwa NGO and Daljit ma'am and the American University for giving me this opportunity. I have not been well, and I will give you some examples of myself a little later. First and foremost, I would like to talk about the holistic wellness. When we talk about empowering women, we only talk about their rights. But one thing I feel, according to me, is that we should also know that the women should be aware about their health. So when we talk about the holistic wellness, we say, the wellness on the whole. That is not only physical wellness, not only mental wellness, but even the spiritual and emotional wellness, which is needed for women. There is, women they're so busy, they're so, they've got their work to do, they've got their children, their family to look after. There's so many things to do that they forget to take care of themselves. At one point of time, my doctor asked me, how much time do you spend on yourself? And I was like, I take up the studies for my children. I do this, I do that. He said, no, how much time do you spend for yourself? I didn't really understand that question. But later on, I came to know that, spending time for yourself is doing something like yoga, meditation, or your to build up your mental, your emotional, your spiritual self. So that is where I feel that this also should be made aware to women. We somewhere down the line forget about this, and it becomes really difficult for us to cope up once it is out of control. So we should be mindful about our body, mind, and spirit. So these are the things that I would like to talk about. And when we're talking about the emotional part, we ladies, what happens is we tend to, empathize with, the other ladies. And then we get into problems. If you want, you can sympathize, but never empathize, because that can bring you into a big soup. So that is what I just wanted to make everyone aware, that if we unknowingly, it is not that we know we are getting into it. We unknowingly, when we see someone suffering, we start, falling into that situation, saying that, oh, that person is suffering. Oh, we have to do this much for that person. And, slowly we get into that, and then we are trying to take their suffering, which cannot never happen. So I would like to say that if you want to do something, please sympathize with them, but don't empathize. Sympathize and do what is necessary. So there are a lot of learnings that I have gone through as a patient. I'm not talking as a doctor, I'm talking as a patient, because a patient really, experiences all the problems, and the doctor can advise us, but the patient is the person who undergoes all those things, who can tell you first-handedly as to what they undergo, and how they are fighting to come out of situations like this. So this is what I wanted to say. Thank you very much.
Yes, Lina, I totally agree with you, because when we see people who are in pain, who are in lots of problems, so we become like extra human being.
Yes.
मैं कर सकती हूँ, मैं करूंगी, I will do it for you. So when we try to do that, maybe innocently, but what we do is we get indulged in their activities, and their sufferings definitely comes back to us, because it's intercrossing. It is not that we should not help people. We should help, but to a certain limit, not giving your 100% to that. Because when you give your 100% to it, I have recently gone through that bad incident in my life, and I suffered for 4 months. It took me time to come out of that, because emotionally it hurted me. She became a mother, I became her daughter. So it was like mother and daughter. She has been using me. And suddenly I realized, and when I went in a great depression. So you do good for other, but do not create relationship. आप रिश्ते मत बनाओ किसी के साथ. आपको खाना चाहिए ले लो, कपड़ा चाहिए ले लो, पैसे चाहिए ले लो, but relationship, don't build up any relationship, because you are going to take their suffering. That is what I learned in spiritually when I was reading the Gurbani. It was written there, if any person is being suffering, it is their karma they are being suffering. Okay. Now, if we involve in that karma, God says that I have given them this punish because it was their karma. Now, who are you to solve that karma? Because you have done it. So now you bear her her losses or her pain. Now you have to share it. So and this is a live example, a very recent example happened with me, because I'm running this NGO from last 5 years. I have been helping hundreds of people, but I never expect anything. Here it became a relationship. So when this relationship builded, that really gave me lots of pain. So I totally agree with you. Yes, we should help, but first important thing is मैं इम्पोर्टेंट हूँ तो सब इम्पोर्टेंट है. मैं अच्छी हूँ तो सब अच्छे हैं. तो पहले अपने आप को आपको उस लेवल पे then you should help others. So I think Pooja is waiting. I would like to invite Pooja Kathuria from Dubai. She's a TV presenter, a professional anchor, and she's also staying in a place like very, very dominating. So, Pooja, what would you say about women empowerment?
First of all, thank you so much, Mr. J, for giving me this wonderful opportunity. And I was eagerly waiting to be a part of it. So, happy International Day to all the women who all are here. And I think before we go deep into certain topics, I think this is the time when we should give a round of applause for yourself. I mean, like for all the women, let's give a big round of a big applause for all of them together, because we need that energy. Without that energy, it doesn't work. I'm sorry. but I was getting like, okay, fine, we've been very serious about it. So let's give a 3 cheers to all the women. Can we do that?
Yes.
Please. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, 3 cheers to all the women. Hip hip.
Hooray.
Hip hip.
Hooray.
Hip hip.
Hooray.
Thank you so much. Okay, let me start for first thing. I've been hearing to all the lovely panelists over here, and when I was getting into deep diving into it, मुझे एक चीज जो समझ में आई थी, it was like when you want to empower a woman, it's not only empowering a woman, it's empowering a generation as well. It's not only stopped at a woman. आप खाली एक वुमेन को एम्पावर की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप उसके साथ साथ हर जुड़ी हुई जनरेशन को भी आगे एक एम्पावरमेंट करेंगे. That is the first thing I believe in. Secondly, to be very honest, equality, everybody talks equality nowadays. Equality is everywhere. We need to get equality. We need to get self-respect. We need to get this. We need to get that. But basically, why do we need to get equality? Why do we need to beg for that? मुझे नहीं लगता है कि we need to beg for it. We don't need to ask for equality. We need to ask for value. That's what we believe in. It's not that we need it. First of all the women needs to be carefree. Freedom सबसे पहले होनी चाहिए. Empower के लिए हमारे को education बहुत जरूरी है, which is more important. Education means that should be starting right from your home. When we are young, when the women are young, they should always work on themselves. Whether you are too constructive or whether you are getting into a destructing spare, doesn't matter. What matters the most is कि आप अपने आप को कैसे ले जा रहे हैं. Early in the morning when you are waking up, you always have thousands of things scrolling your mind. You've been wasting, you've been sitting, you've been doing a lot of things, but at the end, why are we here today? That is what is more important. And I think to excel yourself in that way is more important. For a woman, education is necessary. For a woman, freedom is necessary. Finance is necessary. Emotions are necessary. But we have to compile all these things together to ensure कि ये सारी चीजें हमारे पास कैसे आई. That is what I believe. लीडरशिप क्वालिटी के बारे में अगर हम लोग बात करें तो लीडरशिप क्वालिटी में भी बहुत सारी चीजें हैं. We have to get the vision. We have to be ambition. We have to be optimistic. So where do all these things come from? अगर आपके पास में आज थोड़ी सी भी एजुकेशन नहीं है, we cannot work on that. That's what I believe in. Living in a country where, it's a women country, they respect women. Everywhere in Dubai, in UAE, they've been like, okay, fine. In Islam, we believe that Indians हो या Muslims हो या कोई भी हो, I mean like humanity के nature से देख लो आप या nationality के nature से देखो आप, we need to they are from where they are. But again, I come to one thing. We don't need to ask for respect. It should be automatically coming to us. We don't need to believe in that somebody has to make sure that we should be treated equality. Equality means, okay, fine, we are equal. Nowadays, everyone is equal. We are equally paid. We are equally getting that opportunities to work on. We are working in the corporate MNC companies where we've been treating like a princess. No matter होता है, बहुत जगह पे ऐसा भी होता है कि that you've been not getting that hype or you've been not getting that phase कि जहाँ पे आपको लगे कि you've been independent, the boss are around you, they've been acting like a bossy. But again, we are women. We need to know how to take our stand. And I believe कि stand लेने के लिए हमारे को किसी की जरूरत नहीं है. We as a women, if we can give a birth to a child, definitely we know how to upbring them and we know how to give them the full education, give them the full power. So definitely we know कि आज की generation, आज की century में we don't need to ask anyone for anything, especially when it comes to help. Help, we don't need it. We need support. And support is only the backbone we need, either from your family, your colleagues, your friends, anyone. It could be X, Y, Z. Support के लिए आपको भी कोई relationship की जरूरत नहीं. You met a stranger, you speak to them, they're gonna come to you. You have told them your story, they might inspire you. So that is the support we need. Help is different. competing to support, we don't need that. हेल्प आज की डेट में कोई किसी को कर देगा, पैसे से कर देगा, इमोशनली थोड़ी देर के लिए आपको एक वो कर देगा कि हाँ चलो सिंपैथी है, ओ आई हैव दैट सिंपैथी विद यू, आई हैव दिस विद यू, बट एट द एंड व्हाटएवर वी हैव टू डू इट, वी हैव टू कंस्ट्रक्ट आवरसेल्फ. तो वो सबसे पहले हमारे अंदर खुद से स्टार्ट होना चाहिए. वी डोंट नीड टू डू दैट कि सामने वाला आके हमें बूस्ट करे. एंड रही बात चॉइसेस की, सबसे पहले वी नीड टू बिलीव इन आवर चॉइसेस. We have to get that freedom of choice to take the decisions. We have to make sure that ice breaking होना चाहिए. Ice breaking is really very important. आप ये मत एक्सपेक्ट करो कि मेरा हस्बैंड मुझे जाके आगे सपोर्ट करेगा या मेरा बच्चा मुझे आगे जाके सपोर्ट करेगा. नो, आपको पहले खुद अपना एक माइंड सेट करना है कि हाँ मुझे ये चीज करनी है. आई हैव टू मेक श्योर आई हैव टू अचीव इट. So you have to get into it. To excel yourself, you have to shape your life so that there are other women. If you can't inspire yourself, how you are just signifying that you can go and inspire other women? You cannot do that. We can talk about the families, we can talk about relationships, we can talk about money, we can talk about several topics. But why are we talking about empowerment? We're talking about the empowerment to ensure कि empowerment education से start हो, awareness से start हो, self confidence से start हो, respect से start हो. That is what our aim is. And if we can lead it in a right way, definitely we can boost maybe 5, 10, 20, multiples of 100. But it depends how you boost yourself first. You have to construct yourself. You have to make sure that this is my dream. I have to follow it. No matter लोग आएंगे, they might criticize you, they might give you a bad name, or they might keep on saying bad things about you. You don't have to take it. Even if you're taking it, take it in a positive way. People keep on talking about you all the time. They keep on saying bad things about you. लेके मत जाओ, भूल जाओ. वो बोल रहे हैं ना, thank you so much for saying this to me. Take it in a way that you've been empowering. You've been getting that empowered. नेगेटिव चीजें हमेशा तभी आती हैं जब इंसान बहुत अच्छा होता है. That's what I believe in. मेरे पीठ पीछे बोलने वाले के पास में मेरे बारे में टॉपिक इसलिए है क्योंकि वो जानता है कि मैं क्या कर रही हूँ. तो सबसे पहली चीज, एजुकेशन इज इम्पोर्टेंट, योर अवेयरनेस इज इम्पोर्टेंट, योर रिस्पेक्ट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. आपकी एक बोलते हैं आइस ब्रेक करके you need to be very motivate and you have to motivate others as well. That's what I believe in. So this is just a brief I would like to say, but at the end I would only like to say one thing कि आप जब भी कुछ भी कर रहे हैं, take it as a challenge. आपकी लाइफ में हमेशा चैलेंज रहेगा. Keep on going with it. Every day you'll find hurdles. Every day you'll find आज मुझे ये चैलेंज है, आज मुझे वो चैलेंज है, आज मुझे ये काम करना है, आज मुझे ये काम करना है. You'll have a long list of work. Make sure you should do it. Don't give up. Don't say that I cannot do it. You can do it. And women have the power to do it. I'm much sure I can say 1,000 times. Women's के पास में जितनी पावर है, वो सारी पावर हम लोग उठा के मेल्स को देते हैं, so that they can work. And आज की डेट में अगर मेल्स ये भी बोलते हैं ना कि okay, I've been working all day just to feed my family. No, it's not like that. Even if they want the family to be fed, then the women has to cook. Unless and until कुछ नहीं होता. So it should be in that way that if we are creating a universe, so we have to make sure that women should have the rights of freedom, right to speak, right to have the choice and the decision maker. So everything should be walked in a same way and same path. Ms. Diljit, I think आपका mute है.
Yeah. So I can very well agree with you because it is right. कहते हैं ना, जब कोई औरत का बिगाड़ नहीं सकता तो सामने वाला कहता है ये औरत ही खराब है. बिकॉज मेरे फादर ने मुझे कहा था, लाइक अगर कोई आपकी बुराई करता है एंड यू नो व्हाट यू आर, सो यू शुड नॉट टेक इट कि मुझे प्रूव करना उसको कि मैं ऐसी नहीं हूँ, बिकॉज यू आर वेस्टिंग योर एनर्जी टू प्रूव दैट पर्सन. You don't have to prove that person. You have to prove yourself, your conscience, your family and your God. So आप कैसे हो ये आपको पता है. और कभी भी किसी की पर्सनल लाइफ में भी are no one to interfere. Everybody has got their own phase of life. Our motive is to tell them to be focused, okay? Tell them to be confident. Tell them to fight for their rights and understand that they can live it and they can fulfill all their dreams. So बहुत देर से हमारे साथ मंजुला जी, आई थिंक हम शुरू से बैठे हुए हैं. We have been watching Manjula ji, Manjula Asthana Mahanti. Yeah, so ma'am, she's a teacher, and I would like her to speak on women empowerment, which she has given us the topic that she wants to speak on women empowerment. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, everyone. I'm really very good in a very good situation because I am listening so many very good ideas, and each one is coming with the wonderful ideas, and of course it is true. So since we are talking about the women, first of all, I would like to say what is special about women. What is special about women? Because she is a different entity. She is different, definitely a different entity, and she has got different qualities also. First of all, she is very sensitive. She is very caring. She is patient and very sympathetic, and above all, she is a mother. So she has got completely different attitudes, different uh, thought processes. So I would like to say that about empowerment and day-to-day routine work, she is working differently. She cannot be like men in certain matters, but she is a special personality. She has got a special personality. So whom we are talking about empowerment and empowered women. An empowered woman, how are they? They are intelligent, they are powerful, and they are able to inspire anyone and able to motivate anyone with our own personality or with our own works. Her thoughts are able to impact others, and she can do anything with others. So, according to me, who will be the empowered woman about whom we can say that she is empowered? First of all, education is very important in our life. Anyone should be important. Sorry, I have got very bad throat. Please don't mind.
No problem, ma'am. You can carry on.
So, first of all, and any empowered woman should be educated and disciplined and have courage, must have courage to do anything within the certain limits, whatever facilities or whatever uh, opportunities she is getting, she should be able to do that. And most importantly, she will be able to make decisions. Whatever she is able to decide, and she would have been able to execute it also. So in any case, we cannot say that any woman is empowered unless she is doing some work special. Special means not listening to anybody else or not begging for any help. As others say that help is different and support is different. To support we need, and we are able to do any work with the help of with the help of support, but we need not dependent. We need not be dependent on anybody. So we any empowered woman is all value ourselves and value own self, and society also understands her value. So first of all, empowerment begins from the family, as Leena ma'am said, that we should look at ourselves also. So we should look at ourselves or there will always be me time for any woman, and then they should come out with other thoughts. They can motivate anyone, they can inspire anyone, and they can do anything they want to do. And within the available resources, she will be able to do whatever she wants to do. So, according to me, first starting with the education and till the decision making and sticking to the decisions should be important, and we do that. I am a teacher, and I have taught many teenagers in the college and youngsters in the school as a school principal. I have taken care of them, and I always have told them that equality and utilization of proper resources or whatever available, you should learn. I have taught, I am a writer also. I write uh, in prose and poetry both. So in my writings, I always inspire women, always inspire others, children also, to be good and to go for the uh, better qualities and be a human first of all. So all those things are there, जो कि मैं बहुत सालों से करती आ रही हूँ और अभी भी कर रही हूँ. तो बराबर उनको मैं बताती हूँ कि अपने क्षमता को पहचानो और अपनी क्षमता के अनुसार कार्य करो. इसके लिए विमेन एम्पावरमेंट किसी को एक ढिंढोरा पीटने की जरूरत नहीं है. You need not shout everywhere. You need not make any propaganda of that. You should be able to understand and you should be able to do something which you can. For that, your own capabilities are important. You utilize them, and then only a woman is managing house, a woman is managing outside also, going for work and going to everything. So I think we are already much empowered and we are doing many things. So we can continue doing that and we can continue inspiring others, motivating others. Besides being empowered our own self, we should be motivating others also to be like that and utilize their capabilities. Sorry, I couldn't speak properly, and because of my throat,
Yes, I think
I
the
wanted
weather
to
is
say
like that.
more, but I will stop it here only. And thank you so much for giving me an opportunity.
The weather is like that. Everybody is facing the same problem. Even I'm having a bad throat. Yes, I think थोड़ा सा बहुत ज़्यादा women empowerment हो गया. थोड़ा fun मस्ती कर ले. Can we invite Vishu for a song? Is it okay with everybody?
Yeah, fine.
Because too much of speaking से थोड़ा सा let एक जबरदस्त गाना विशु सुनाइए. उसके बाद फिर हमारे
जी
बाकी गेस्ट हैं उनको बुलाते हैं.
ये सॉन्ग औरत के ही ऊपर है पूरा. औरत हर सूरत में ऊंचे दर्जे की मूरत है. औरत हर सूरत में ऊंचे दर्जे की मूरत है. ये है कोमल, ये है पावन, ये प्रेम की सरिता है. कल कल ना समझो अबला कठपुतली, जननी जीवन की जरूरत है. औरत हर सूरत में ऊंचे दर्जे की मूरत है. चलती राहों में छेड़छाड़ रोके आओ हम मिलके यार, छोड़े झूठे रीति रिवाज माँ बहनों पे हमको हो नाज। ये आज उड़ाने भरने लगी, हर खेल को आगे करने लगी। कदमों के ताल पर अब देखो हर और से ताली अब बजने लगी। कब तक हम नुक्स निकालेंगे, हमको भी बदलनी अपनी आदत है। औरत हर सूरत में ऊंचे दर्जे की मूरत है। घूंघट कंगन पायल के मर्यादे से बाहर आकर बेटी भी मान बढ़ाने लगी। बेटों के साथ साथ चलकर जिम्मेदारी कंधे पर ले हर फर्ज अदा ये करने लगी। टेढ़े मेढ़े रास्ते चल कर इतिहास ने ये रचने लगी। कब तक हम नुक्स निकालेंगे, हमको भी बदलनी अपनी आदत है। औरत हर सूरत में ऊंचे दर्जे की मूरत है। थैंक यू। Your voice is not, I'm not getting your voice.
विशु, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आपने शाम को औरतों के नाम पे खूबसूरत गाना गाया और हमें गणेश वंदना भी की। आपका तहे दिल से स्वागत है और अब शुक्राना करती हूँ आपका, बट प्लीज जाना नहीं, अभी बस फिनिश ही होने वाला है। अभी मैं नेक्स्ट बुलाना चाहूंगी, हमारे बीच में है रितु जोशी। शी इज अ मॉडल और मैं इनसे बात करना चाहूंगी। क्या ये वुमेन एम्पावरमेंट के ऊपर कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे आप रितु जी? Ritu, are you there? Okay, then I would like to invite Archana Sharma. Archana ji, are you there? Archana ji, are you there? Yes, but
good evening.
Good evening, good evening. We can't see you. Where are you?
एक मिनट अपने मोबाइल का. I'm actually on my way. Can you see me now?
Yes, I can. I cannot see you, but yeah, your video is off, I think.
I can. No, my video is on.
I can't see you, but
My video is on. I can see Dulmeet ji. You can just. Am I visible?
You're not visible, but you're audible.
Hello.
Yeah. Now you are visible. Yes, Archana.
But my. Okay. Hi, Dalji ji. Very good evening to you.
Yes, good evening. Good evening, Archana.
Hello.
So, what? Yeah, we can hear you. You're audible.
Yeah. To each and every woman of substance, and I'm truly honored to be invited by a lovely, dynamic, go-getter woman who always believes that there is no limit to what a woman can accomplish. And my slogan, women, is that let's together empower each other, because if we empower each other, then we can talk about gender equality. And gender equality is the most important aspect for giving our future girls a better world to live in. I would also like to state that a woman should live fearlessly. She should live to fulfill her dreams, and she should also be the voice for the weaker section of society of women. Because when we hold hands for the underprivileged women and who do not have a voice to talk about her worries, about her pressures of life, and when we
Some network issue.
You are such a wonder.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry?
There was a network issue.
Yeah. Okay. So you want me to continue?
Yeah.
Okay. My say to women is that you should voice yourself and not hold on to yourself with whatever problems you face. Because if you do not voice, then you're going to live with the same apathy of regret that you for yourself and you have to have. So you should be fearless. You should very vocal. You should help the one who is not educated and impart education, because I believe education dispels all clouds of superstitions. And we should voice together that education should be the right of each and every woman, every girl, because when we are educated, we know our rights, we know our laws, and that's the time when we can actually empower each other. So, Daljiji, most women do not feel secured about speaking out about their pains, because they feel that it could lead to breaking on the families, or it could lead to the society taboo. But do not worry about any pains of life or any pains, but be a fighter and go and conquer the world. Because you are an individual with your own identity. Let नारी कभी अबला नहीं थी. नारी एक जननी है जो विश्व को जन्म देती है. एंड जो जननी जो विश्व को जन्म देती है, उसका सम्मान, उसकी इज्जत करना पूरे समाज का दायित्व होता है. एंड अगर हम अपनी आवाज को बुलंद नहीं करेंगे, तो हमारी जो आगे आने वाली जो बेटियां हैं, उनके लिए हम अच्छा रास्ता नहीं बना पाएंगी. तो मेरी सबसे यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि अपने आप को भी आप एम्पावर कीजिए और आने वाली पीढ़ी को भी एम्पावरमेंट कीजिए. एंड आपकी बाजू में जो भी अनएम्पावर्ड वुमेन है, उसको भी एम्पावर कीजिए. बिकॉज वी ऑल आर वुमेन ऑफ पावर, and we all have a different aura to give back to society, because we also are a part of economic development of the nation. So my slogan to everybody is empowering women, empowering humanity. Thank you so much, Daljiji. You have been a wonderful woman of substance, which I have known for many, many years. And I feel so honored that I share the platform with you and the other dynamic ladies who are bringing the change and being the voice for many women. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a wonderful Women's Day.
Thank you very much, and a happy, very, very happy Women International Day to everybody present out here. So, not taking much time, I would like to invite our next speaker of the evening, Dr. Sanjana Jayalakshmi Rao. She is a dynamic lady, and she has proved that age is just a number. At this age, she keeps on traveling by herself to different parts of the world. She is a NASA. She's representing NASA. She's a member of NASA, and she's a Facebook editor. Hundreds of awards she has won worldwide, and we see her traveling throughout every night. Whether she has a pain or she has had an accident, she never grumbles, and she moves out and fulfills all her duty. So over to Sani Pinaji, but we want to have a short speeches from rest of us, because we got lots of speakers. So Dr. Sanipina Jayalakshmi Rao is also an ambassador of American University, and also she is a doctorate with American University. Uncountable awards. She, at this age, we motivated her to participate in Mrs. India and wish she had won it. She went to also Dubai for Popular Queen of Universe. So you name it, and there she has nailed it. Yes, Sanipina ji. Can you please unmute your mic, Sanipina ji? Unmute your mic.
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, yes, very much. Yes, ma'am. How are you? Seeing you after long time.
Yeah, after a long time.
Yes.
I really miss all of you.
Yeah.
Today is great occasion in the life journey of all women at global level. We are all celebrating International Women's Day on various topics. Today we are going to discuss about, that is, women empowerment, leadership, and holistic wellness of women. So here, when we see the history of women population at global level, 70% of women are somewhat economically strengthened. They have some economic justice. In India, we have seen in three major categories. 1,000 men, 700 women are being employed. So there is a great progress since independence. in our economic development, what is the role played by women in national economy, to our GDP, and to our economic growth. When we see the history, one of the most dynamic personality who officiated India as Prime Minister, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, being a woman, having 2 kids, still led India for a longer period than the male Prime Minister. So at global level, when you see the women's role and their contribution to the world economy in the respective nations, it's a great thing in Indian history also. Mrs. Gandhi, for a longer period, ruled India as a Prime Minister. Now, we are so fortunate to have 2 presidents as women, the first lady of the nation. One is from Maharashtra. What is your name? Maharashtra, and then our Draupadi. So women are in no way less than men. They prove as an example that women can achieve their goal for social and economic justice by her own endeavor. It's not the thing that women are weaker section of our population. Their contribution since independence to the nation at global level is the highest. So women in sectors, especially women, primary sector, that is agriculture sector, secondary sector, industry, and tertiary sector, service sector, their role for the economic development, not only in India, but also at global level is the highest. And the corporate sector nowadays, IT fields, women are number 1 at global level. 70% of women are working as a role model, as an example of women leadership. They achieve this field by their own self-confidence and determination to be successful as an entrepreneur at global level. This is very important. And women empowerment, we usually mean, here comes women, whether we are empowering them with economic justice and social justice. These are the 2 factors. When economic justice and social justice are not given to women, women cannot stand. So both are very essential for a woman to be empowered, whether it is job or any field. A successful entrepreneur also requires these qualities, attributes, to become a leader. So here, the point of discussion is the leader can not only cater the needs of the household, but also she can be a role model, not only in society, at national and international level. Here, our good example is our Dalgis madam. She had many activities. Being a woman, she's being empowered with number of attributes. And number of events I had seen, she is very dashing and dynamic women in the world. So I hope that having an example before, sir, I cannot quote another example relating to the lives of great women of other countries. Our Indian women are much more dynamic in the field of economic growth. Their contribution for women empowerment is the highest. And here, when we talk about women empowerment, first we have to emphasize on their goal of life, how to solve their unemployment problem, how to cater, how to give them financial assistance by helping them or supporting them. And here, number of NGOs are also working in our country in support of women cancer patients and in support of children and education, and there's to fix a goal for a source of livelihood for women. So the first and foremost, when we achieve as women's right for social justice and economic justice, then we can achieve anything in the world, and we can be the number one at global level. In any field, I mean to say, not only entrepreneur, but also a global achiever in different fields. So self-determination, self-confidence, and aim in life, and economically self-reliant, and all the basic things a woman can be successful. And these are the attributes of personality. When a woman is financially, economically self-reliant, she can cater any problem. So in India, due to overpopulation, unfortunately, many women are being exploited their rights by the upper class, or you can say that their rights are being exploited by hives. So for that reason, it is very essential how to protect the rights of women for social and economic justice is the very fundamental thing to reform the society, to reform the human resource at schools, colleges, or universities. It is highly essential to protect the rights of women first. When the respect is given at home, the respect automatically comes from society. So we should start a beginning from home to society, society to nation, nation to the global level. This is what the change goes. So any women with support of family cannot achieve success also. No doubt, in some cases, some women are very strong and they can face any challenges in their life journey, and they are economically self-reliant. They can achieve their goals by their own endeavor. So here the point comes, majority. Majority mainly depends on their family support. When the family supports them, when the family gives respect the women's right, then certainly in turn it will be a growth in our society to restore law and order, peace, or to empower women, other women, economically and socially. So I hope that when I see certain class of people, especially women, in farming in rural areas, I feel the whole day they work in sun, but the wages they get very less, which is not even enough to maintain their family. It is nothing but just an exploitation of women, her rights, which she is deprived of minimum wages. So number of measures were being taken to protect the rights of women. So we also join hands to contribute our effort for the promotion and protection of women's rights at local level, at regional level, at national level, or international level. Women are the backbone not only of a country, but also global level. So women contributes a lot to reform the family, to reform the human resources in society, to reform the human resources at national and international level by her dynamic contribution to the world. So it all depends on the women and her caliber and her endeavor to achieve success in her life journey. Any question from?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sani Pinaji, Dr. Sani Pinaji. It's very well spoken. And of course, very big issues which you have taken. Definitely, we will take, it's a long discussion on this topic because these are political things. So at present, we cannot discuss today. The dice is only to wish each other and talk about women empowerment and your holistic wellness. So thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes.
Madam Daljit, because I am working as All India Journalist Rights Person, and we deal with when we see the cases comes, when we see that means we cannot. You can say that we stand.
Cannot ignore. You're very right. You cannot ignore. Definitely, we will be together, and on the next topic, we will work on this topic because this is a dice where people can discuss and work together to enhance the women, because that is what Doctor from Ambassador Ushaji told us, that saying is one thing and doing is one thing. So yes, we are saying, but doing, of course, together we should do something. From this dice, we should work in different fields. Maybe physically we should be present and help other women, not only on talking on the Zoom. Very well said, Sani Pinaji. Next topic, we will definitely take this. So we have got Navneet Kaurji from Jammu Kashmir. Are you there?
Over.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for giving opportunity, and I extend my warm greetings to all women, those who are present in International Women's Conference celebration. I'm very happy to see all, and I'm very much thankful to Madam Daljit, the president of Iowa, who organizes, and as well as global ambassador of American universities. And Madam, I am really thankful to you for organizing a great global platform for all women and discussing about about women empowerment, leadership, and holistic work. So it is very a great occasion in all our lives to bring reforms for future generations. And I hope with a message that this platform discussion should be a message to all women to carry out with a flag of reforming the human, especially women, protecting their rights at global level.
Yes, definitely, ma'am. We will do that. Yes.
Madam.
Thank you very much, ma'am. So next speaker of the evening, Dr. Satinder Malhotra. Are you there? Yes. Yeah, she is also another multitasking woman. She's an educationist, a teacher, an architect, interior designer, and a writer, and name it. Yes, ma'am. She has sacrificed her life for her family, sacrificed her life for her mother. She didn't get married. She's taking care of her whole family. So salute to her. And she's always busy with her nephews and with her children in the family. So Satinder Malhotra ji.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me to discuss on Women's Day on this panel. And first of all, I would like to wish well in advance a very happy International Women's Day to all strong, intelligent, and talented women of this world. Because when we talk about women empowerment, who is an empowered woman? She's strong, she's intelligent, she's talented, and not only strong physically, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. All three factors we have to consider, because all these three factors, they help you to grow in life and to work. So the theme of this International Women's Day is Invest in Women, Accelerate Progress. So the theme is emphasizing on the fact that when we invest in women, we invest in the prosperity of the society as a whole. Investing in women means we are giving them equal opportunities in education, in employment, and leadership roles. So when women are empowered, they become catalysts for positive change. They help in the economic growth and social progress of the nation. But a very important question comes here. Who is an empowered woman? Can we call a homemaker an empowered woman? Because certain cases I've seen, whether a woman is educated, is working, she does not have the rights to take independent decisions in life. We cannot call her an empowered woman. Even a homemaker who can take firm decisions in life for the betterment of the society, for the betterment of a family, with a firm fist and iron fist, I call her an empowered woman. So let us see this fact from the point of view that unless and until women, they are respected, they are appreciated, they are encouraged for what they do, they cannot be empowered. So these three things are very important for any that is male or female, I may call, in any profession to rise. So encouragement and faith in oneself means if you're encouraging a person who is doing taking some important steps in life, rising, it's very important because that is also acting as a catalyst for you to a motivation for you to work even harder. So I feel when women they are made to feel important, they feel stronger and more empowered. So in the end, I would like to rest my speech and say, empowered women can empower women. So this is a very nice topic. We can speak volumes on this, but I would like to make my speech very short. So happy Women's Day to all of you once again. And thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunity to speak on this topic.
Thank you very much, Satinder. Very short and very sweet and to the points. Every word has a long, long essays on that, whatever you have said. So it was very nice. I would like to invite Vidya Vargese. You are not well. Can you speak, Vidya? Would you like to speak, Vidya? Or you can simply wish everybody a happy Women's Day. Okay. Then can I have Ritu Joshi? Ritu Joshi, are you there? Yes, Ritu.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, yes, Ritu. Yeah. She's a social activist and you are from which city?
Ma'am, I'm from Uttarakhand.
Uttarakhand. Okay. So we would like you to give your few lines on women empowerment.
Sure, ma'am. Firstly, thank you very much and happy Women's Day to all the ladies who are present here. So I would not speak much, ma'am. I would say only a few lines about women empowerment. For me, women empowerment is providing equal opportunity to women in their prospective field. So I would like to share my journey here also in short, ma'am. I'm working as a model and also working as an event organizer. So it happened with me, ma'am. Like 2 years when I started my modeling business, so lots of people used to criticize me. Like they used to say to my dad and mom, "Why you're supporting us for modeling? Just think about for her marriage, right?" So it happened with me, ma'am. Like my dad supported me that time, so I participated in few beauty pageants, and I won also including national level. So after few years, so they are all like appreciating my work. And also, ma'am, what I have noticed, I have seen in village area like girls are getting married at the age of 16, 17 years. So they want to study, but nobody supporting them, right? So I would say only one thing at the end, we have a right to fulfill our dreams. So we have to change the mentality of people because they are thinking that women are made only for a housewife. So which is not right. So we have to support them. That's thank you.
Very short and very sweet, Desi. That is very right. Every woman has the right to fulfill her dream because life is once. You cannot stop her doing things which you do not like because that is empowerment. Maybe so the women also has to take their own stand that yes, I want to live my life and I have to do whatever I want to do it. So Vidya ji, are you okay to speak few lines?
Yeah. Hi Daljit ji.
Hi
Happy Women's
Vidya.
Day. Actually, I'm not well. मेरा आवाज ही गया है. And
Matching the
happy
weather,
Women's
I
Day
guess you're not
to
well enough to.
everyone here.
Yeah. Okay.
And what to say? Thank you so much for giving this platform. And I would just say happy Women's Day to everyone.
I know your face.
I'm not able to talk only. My voice is too much.
Yes. I can see.
Sorry.
I can see it. No issues. So next time again we will be meeting.
Yeah, sure.
So happy
Thank you.
Women International Day to you also.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. Mamta Tambe, are you there? Mamta Tambe is another personality. I would invite her. She is one personality. I'll tell you, she is disabled. She's working as a banker in State Bank of India, and she has done lots of education. And now she is uplifting women through braille language. She's empowering them to understand. She doesn't charge for that. She's not doing it commercially. She's doing it socially. So, Mamta ji, are you there? Mamta
Yes,
Tam-
ma'am. Good
Yes,
evening.
Mamta. Good evening. How are you, Mamta ji? Love to see
Yes,
you back
I'm
again.
fine, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good
All
evening.
well, ma'am. How
Yeah.
are you? Happy
Um,
Women's Day to everyone. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for this platform. This is a wonderful platform, and many of us can come together and give a talk. So,
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So, would you like to speak something on women empowerment? Because you are a leader now.
um,
You are a leader also.
ma'am, women empowerment, I will be short, but yes, still I can say a few lines. This is like women empowerment is equal opportunity for women in every field. So basically, those who are deprived of the opportunity of getting to study, getting to do things of their choice, starting from studies to education to employment, because women are after a certain age, after the teenage, basically women are thought like early marriage and settle down and only household work and things like that. These are the trends, but then nowadays women are coming out in every field. They are going on being hand in hand with everyone, them all the mans around. They do everything in every field, may it be air force pilots and a lot more to name. In every field there are women and who are excelling and doing a lot more. So I feel this is the time women have to come out. They have to do give their voice and understand that we want to do this, and they should be heard and understood, and accordingly they should be given the opportunity also to do whatever they wish to do. So this is what I think is, if this can be done, I think women are empowered and they can make their way, because women, they are trendsetters and they can do everything. This is what I feel.
Mamta, you are one of the trendsetter in your society. You have proved everybody that that doesn't mean that I have some problems I cannot stand, but you are recognized and you are doing a lot for the society. So you are self-empowered woman. So congratulations for that and all the best
Thank
for
you,
your
ma'am.
future.
Thank you. And once again, I take this platform to wish everyone happy International Women Day. Have a good time on 8th of March. I'm sure everyone would have some or the other program going. So please have fun and have a great time.
Yes.
I
So
know
that
Women's Day is not one day, it is every day. But then, yes, there is one day to celebrate. So I think we should do the best out of it.
because if we celebrate every day, we will not be able to concentrate on our daily routines, which is
Correct, correct. That's the
because
reason why make
the
one
world.
day special and grab the energy for the entire year. So when the next day comes, next year the day comes, we can say, look back and say, yes, we had done this last year and it was fun. We enjoyed. Had a great time and gathered a lot of energy for the whole year. So that's good.
Yeah, if a woman enjoys every day, the world will stop. So,
Yes,
Navneet
yes, yes.
Kaurji, are you there? Navneet Kaurji, are you there? Dina, are you there? Dina Rai, are you there? Dina from Kalimpong, are you there? Because we have almost coming to an end. There are 4 5 people. I think some network issue. Dina, Navneet Kaur. Okay. So I think it was a wonderful session which we had today, and it worked for 2 hours. That was great. And I would like to say the gist of this program of today. What I felt is everybody wants that they are empowered. What they need is recognition. They don't need appreciation. ठीक है, appreciation मत करो. At least when a woman is walking, respect her. When she's moving in the office, when she's looking after a particular job, don't try to bully her because she's a woman. But try to just do not do anything. Just leave her alone. Let her do her job. And once a woman is left alone with her decision, definitely she'll give her 100% because she gives birth to a child, the pain which she goes through. And she is protecting the child in her womb for 9 months. She's carrying that baby for 9 months. So whatever she is eating, baby is eating that. So you can imagine when a woman for 9 months she can carry a baby and the pain which she undergoes. After that, she doesn't sleep for nights because the child never sleeps at night. So she has to work in the morning and then she has to take care of the baby at night. She sacrifices everything at least in 5 to 6 years until the baby is little bit reluctant to somebody else can take care. But by that time, you can imagine a woman. She has that power, that ability to take care of that baby and give a birth. That is कहते हैं अगला जन्म. जब कहते हैं कि बच्चे को जन्म होता है, एक माँ का अगला जन्म होता है. Anything can happen. But of course, nowadays there are lots of solutions, disease surgeries and all. But when earlier it was just normal delivery, so many people, many women used to not live also. So these two, like some or something or the other would have happened. So let the women take her decision. Just be with her. Do not be at her back. Hold her hands and move ahead. And you see, there'll be all roses everywhere, everywhere in the world. So women of today are strong. Women of today are intelligent. Women of today are focused. They are very much confident. But yes, there are certain women in life who has taken disadvantage of women empowerment. So there are so many rules and regulations. The government is supporting women in many ways, but some women are taking it in a wrong way. Here, the male, some male, we will not say males are bad or women are bad. Shweta said it very well that it is not male or woman. It is a humanity. It is the nature of every individual who is good and bad. But our topic was not that male is bad or women is bad. Our topic was to empower yourself. आप अपने सपनों को जियो. सबसे बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात जो लीना ने बोली है कि अपने आप को टाइम दो, because you have to take your me time for yourself. Every time say a woman she cooks but last में जो बच जाता है she eats that, and that is why women have a shorter life than male, because she eats the last and then she doesn't sleep all much what she, sleep is required to her. I've seen in many places women gets up in the morning 5 o'clock, pani barna, khana banana, bachcho ko school bhejna, and then she goes to the office and then she comes back. In the local train of Mumbai, I've seen women after doing all the household work, they are pulling each other in the local train. I traveled a few days, again at night, pulling each other, standing for hours and reaching home. So, this is what women, a man, a family, not only a man, even a mother in law, a sister in law, a sister, they have to understand each other, hold their hand, and do not pull them or push them. Just be there and let her give the space of breathe. उसको आप सांस लेने दो, because the more she will breathe, the more stronger she will be, and the more stronger she is, she'll make her house stronger, she'll make the community stronger, and at last the whole world and the universe will be stronger. So today we end our beautiful session, and it was really nice meeting you all. Met many new members who have joined us in Aiva, and we have also started our Empress Real Club. For the 2nd of April, we'll be doing a first session, because Empress Real Club is a club of women, which we will be conducting every week some valuable inputs, and there we'll be inviting some empowered, some strong women, and we'll be teaching every woman everything. So whatever she wants to learn, she can learn it over here. She don't have to go out, because कई बार बच्चों के आज हम बच्चे होते हैं, हमारे सपने अलग होते हैं. जब हम बड़े होते हैं, हम सपनों को हम भूल जाते हैं. लेकिन एक सर्टेन टाइम ऐसा आता है आफ्टर द एज ऑफ 40 और 50. सो व्हाट आई फील, उस एज में आप अपने आप को पहचानो. मे बी वो जो एक लास्ट सनसेट वाला टाइम है, उस सनसेट में आप अपने सारे सपनों को पूरे करो कि मैं क्या चाहती थी और मैं कहाँ
Very well said.
Yes,
Yes. So I'm in Dr. Daljit. This is Navneet this side. I
yes.
could not answer you. Why? Because by the host, the video was also muted and the mic was also muted. So to add on, first of all, I would congratulate you for your initiatives to give boost to the women on different platforms, right from beauty to the slum girls, right? So beauty pageants to the slum girls as well. So I think you had a long journey towards it. I'm a social reformer. Let me introduce myself. And working for J&K Resident Commission for Women. And also working with MSME, trying to bring reforms in J&K for the rural belt, like the hilly train, women, those who are deprived of education, those who are deprived for work, and even on people living on the border area, Indo-Pak border. So I think empowerment and education, these are the two main roles. uh, that is where we begin. First is female foticide. So that should be stopped, banned, and we are working. I'm in a number of committees, and we do celebrate Kuriyan di Lodi, things to give boost to people. And that's where the journey of, in the womb, the girl child, the journey begins. And if she's killed, murdered there, and not given right to take birth, and that's the first step. Second is when she's born, her environment, a safe environment, as well as education, safe environment at home, no molestation, nothing, and she's treated well, in equality and in par with the other sibling, if it is a brother to in the family. So there, then she grows up again, higher education, and then before getting married, she should be empowered. Empowered, see, you talk empowerment, we all talk about for empowerment in the urban sectors. So I think we are having community outreach programs, where urban women reach out to the rural women. So there it's a hand holding, and we do things in collaboration. So there are certain schemes of, this women empowerment ke liye from MSME. I would, on this platform, please check Vishwakarma. So for the rural belt, there is Stefan, say 7 days training in any trade, be it beautician, be it as homestay in the hilly areas, virgin areas where these huts are there, they're living. At least we can modify one room of theirs and then put in on oil or things like that. So we are trying to create that in different regions, in Bhadrawa, in Sopur, in Anantnag, Doda, Kishtwar. So these are the very nice, not the main Srinagar, where there's a hotel, a hub of hoteliers. I'm working with the JK Tourism and NRLHM, so National Rural Livelihood Mission. And the mission director has also agreed on this proposal. So ladies go allowed me, especially when you come to Mohammedan families. This is a challenge for us. They want the women to be in those four walls, and they don't mind them working. So unke liye, I think then this homestay is one thing where you put, have a room is we set up, we give them 25,000 to set up that room, a new bed, curtains, little frills and fancies we add to their things. So this is how we are trying to empower them. Stitching, then that Vishwakarma scheme, which is being launched this month by PM Modi. I want to tell everyone to please get connected. Please fill up forms for the people and the girls, in the rural belt, or even if your maids are working at home, everybody will get at least 1 lakh loan and around 25,000 stipend. So 1 lakh loan is for 18 months. Even if they put a, eatable joint ka kuch, a ready or something, where people can buy, from them, and they can generate some small incomes. They have to, it's interest free. They have to just pay 500 rupees per month for that loan thing. So, and then dhire dhire, after when they catch up, it can be enhanced. So I had missed some of the speakers. I was traveling from Srinagar. We have PM Modi's visit tomorrow to JNK. That we are trying to, after 370, the abrogation of 370. So this sector was neglected, unlike other states of India. So, but now we hope for something better to do for this. As a social reformer, I'm doing my bit, and thank you always for supporting us. You've been really a good guide to me, and we have all, you've given us an inspiration to many, not one women, but many. And it's been a really great working with you on the platform of human rights, where you were also the national chairperson, and later I also got introduced to it. Thank you so much, Diljiti, and we wish you more power, because women holds a lot of scars in their hearts, and they never let it out. They don't share. So I think through your platform, women will be able to speak. There should be discussions like this, and I'm thankful to all the women participants, those who have participated on this plan, and let's all support Daljit for her initiatives and create a group of like-minded women where we need to discuss these things. Like I told about one scheme, if somebody has an idea of another, okay, we can do this for rural. So let's get in touch. And it's not just Women Day is one special day that we get connected. We need to connect more. And with this hand holding in every state, like you have women. So let's travel also, and let's do a bit. Thank you so much,
Yes,
everyone.
Navneet, very well, because we have started this club, Empress Realm Club, where we have got members, all the women who are associated with us, around 10,000 women. They are enrolling with us in this Empress Realm Club who really want to do something for the society. There are doctors enrolled to that, there are teachers, there are artisans. So they want to share their things to the underprivileged. So this is a kind of social reforming which we have started this club. So yes, second we'll be doing the opening of this, and we'll be traveling in small cities, small villages to
Very
uplift them.
nice.
And
So
very nice scheme. Very
I'll
nice
take this
scheme.
chapter. I'll take this chapter in JNK, Jammu
Yeah.
Kashmir, Ladakh, Leh, Ladakh, and Kargil. I'm leaving for Kargil on 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and we need to empower women there also. And all we need is motivation for them.
Correct.
A woman knows how to do things. She knows how to cook, how to nurse, how to take care of everybody in the family, inside, outside. And only she doesn't know is to take care of herself. So we need to support them.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Navneet, for joining it. And you have given the
Hello, Daljit ji. Hello, Daljit ji. I would like to join your club.
Who is that? May I know who's in the
Yeah, this is Manjula.
Very nice.
Yes, definitely, Manjula ji. Priya will send you all the details. The enrolling is going on.
Yeah, sure.
And it's a beautiful concept which we have designed. All the women who really want to reach out to other women, because see, one person cannot do everything. But when there are 10 people, so this 10 people can go this side, one can go this side. And this huge lot of group of people, since it's us in an NGO, when we unite together, we can change the lives of lakhs of people, lakhs of women. Why should we say only women? There are small children who are deprived of love, deprived of many things in the world. So we together, like a bouquet of flowers, can bring lots of fragrance around us. So definitely.
All I would say today on Women's
That's
Day,
why I would like to join your group.
Kokilaji, it's nice to
Yeah.
have you. Sorry for the interruption. I think such beautiful women on this platform, different colors. Let's create a beautiful rainbow.
Yeah.
And shine brighter on the sky. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much. I saw Niharika entering.
Thank you very much, Daljit ji.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
I'm sorry
to
I couldn't
everybody.
speak properly today because of my throat.
I think the weather is there. Even I'm having this throat
Yeah, it's
infection.
very bad throat.
Very bad, yeah.
I
You
couldn't
need
say.
AC. You need AC, then you don't need AC. Okay, so everybody, good night. Take care. We will soon meet.
Good night. Good night.
We'll send all the details. Empress Realm Club is the gist of all my 7 years activities together. All these women are together in one dice, and we'll be holding hands and really working for the people. Really working for the people. So Vishu, एक गाना end में करके close up कर देते हैं, pack up कर देते हैं आज की शाम को.
Thank you so much for giving this platform, Daljit. So thank you so much.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome.
Are you getting my voice?
Yes.
Okay. एक मेरा एक सॉन्ग रिलीज हुआ है. आई एम सॉन्ग राइटर बेसिकली, तो जस्ट मैं वो सुनाता हूँ आपको. तुमसे मिलना ऐसे मेरा ये कोई इत्तेफाक नहीं, तुमसे जुड़ना ऐसे मेरा बेमतलब की बात नहीं. मेरी नजर तुमसे जुड़े, तुमको खबर रहे ना रहे, ये सिलसिला पहली दफा कोई मजाक नहीं. खुदा का ये इशारा है, तू प्यार हमारा है। खुदा का ये इशारा है, तू प्यार हमारा है। लकीरें हाथों की तकदीर लिखती है, फकीरों की दुआ से किस्मत चमकती है। लकीरें हाथों की तकदीर लिखती है, फकीरों की दुआ से किस्मत चमकती है। किया है सुफियाना, हुआ है दिल दीवाना, कैसा है ये फसाना। खुदा का ये इशारा है, तू प्यार हमारा। थैंक यू।
ये तो बिल्कुल खूब मंजुला जी की बात हो गई कि मैं ज्वाइन करना है। मंजुला जी ने कहा मैंने भी ज्वाइन करना, और आपने कहा खुदा का ये इशारा है। क्या लाइनें गा दी आपने, मैच कर दी सिचुएशन के साथ।
थैंक यू, थैंक यू।
चलो, थैंक यू वेरी
बहुत
मच।
अच्छा लगा आप लोग। और वुमेन ऑलरेडी बहुत पावर में, अब ज्यादा एम्पावर क्या करना आप लोगों को।
नहीं, गलत मतलब है एम्पावरमेंट का। वो एम्पावरमेंट नहीं है। एम्पावरमेंट का मतलब है कि इसको जीने दो, औरत अपने आप को पहचाने कि मैंने जीना है।
अवेयरनेस है,
अवेयरनेस
अवेयरनेस है, इसीलिए
यस
तो
यस,
बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है।
जस्ट आई एम जोकिंग, डोंट वरी।
Okay. Good night, everyone. Take care.
गुड
Bye
नाइट।
bye. Bye bye.
Good night. Happy